Well, last week we showed you an ad the city of Portland sent out as an effort to attract more tourists in the wake of violent protests, as we covered all last summer. One YouTuber decided to put his own spin on that ad. Take a look.
This is Portland. You've heard a lot about us lately, but it's been a while since you've heard from us. Some of what you've heard about Portland is true, some is not. What matters most is that we're true to ourselves. There's a river that cuts through the middle of our town. It divides east and west, but it's bridged over and over again.
All right, just part of the ad there. Joining us to discuss his video, Dylan Gentry. Dylan, thank you for coming on today. It is different, the one that we played that you created, than the one the city of Portland had produced and shared with potential tourists. Why'd you feel the need to make your own parody?
Well, first, thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Sure.
It's exciting to have attention on something like this. I think the main reason I created this video was when the original video came out, there was sort of a collective and unanimous cry of BS, because I think most people that live in Portland saw that video and thought, okay, you're highlighting some cool things about Portland, but you're really putting the cart before the horse here. And to try to attract tourists to this situation seems a little tone deaf. And I thought that maybe just kind of showing people a little bit about what was really going on might at least, I don't know, maybe not help, but at least give people a little more perspective.
Yeah, where'd you get your footage of what you included in the video?
There is an Instagram account. It's called Portland Looks Like Shit, and it's a collection of additional user-submitted videos. I don't run the site. I do have permission to use the footage. I did communicate with the owner of that account. Yeah. So that's that was part of the. So this is
essentially what's happened in Portland. It's not doctored. It's not edited in any way. You're just sharing it with viewers who are thinking about whether or not they wanted to book their trip. Of course, this is specific moments, and of course, it's not all the time, but it's frequent enough. Well, Travel Portland had purchased a full-page ad, which appeared in Sunday's New York Times paper with the title, "This is Portland." Again, this is their tourist pitch here, saying we're a place of dualities that are never polarities. Two sides to the same coin that keeps landing right on its edge. Anything can happen. We like it this way. This is the kind of place where new ideas are welcome, whether they're creative, cutting edge, or curious at first glance. You can speak up here. You can be yourself here. Dylan, do you believe that statement accurately reflects the town of Portland, the city of Portland, and whether or not people might come in with some different viewpoints than those who currently live there? Would they feel welcome?
Well, it sounds better when I read it, first of all. But I think the people that come to this city are going to be probably maybe confused if they were to read that ad and say, oh, this must be a great place. They see like people drinking IPAs and going hiking and, you know, having a great time. But then they get here and it's like, I mean, a lot of those videos, people have been saying, oh, they're cherry picked. It's not really like that. It's not like that everywhere, but you can't go anywhere in Portland and not see some element of this, whether it's people living in tents, people shooting up drugs on the sidewalk, people fighting in the street, you know, hobos with machetes, whatever it is. But I think it's a little bit, it's deceiving to try to convince people that, no, everything's fine here. Mm-hmm. It's all good. Right. Don't worry.
Yeah. That never makes the final draft of any advertisement for a tourist pitch.
Right.
Dylan Gentry, you're shedding light on what's happening there. Travel Portland, his parody promo shoot. You can check it out on youtube.com. Dylan, thanks so much. We appreciate it.
All right. Thanks a lot.
You got it.